Asking for the Metal Gods Meltdown, and today I am joined by
Frederick from Daytona.
It's great to be chatting to you this evening. Your album has been released in a very short time. What's the feedback been like so far from media and fans?
It's been really good, I think. We got good reviews, and there's been quite a lot of fuss about it, I think.
You've had like 76,000 views on YouTube for Slave to the Rhythm.
On the Slave to the Rhythm track, that one took off. Yeah,
absolutely.
With it's the algorithms and everything. I don't know. Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, I first saw like Slave to the Rhythm, I was expecting Slave to the Rhythm.
All right, yeah, there are a few other tracks with that title, of course, right? Yeah.
Thank God it wasn't. All right. So I love the video for that. Can you tell us a little bit about it? I mean, it's very sort of 80s retro.
We wanted to have that big field. So we had a large location, an old like an industrial location, like high ceiling. We used like a skylift inside to get the shots from above, and to have this the feeling of the video should be in line with the big feeling of the song that we want to portray. And there were also a lot of blue colors in the video, which should go in line with the album artwork as well. So there are some stylistic choices.
I love the saxophone in it as well. I never used to really like saxophone, but I've been hearing it quite a bit in some metal releases.
Oh, look at that.
Some metal releases. And it works really well, doesn't it? On that, it's like
I mean, saxophone is all the way back to the 50s rock and roll. It has always been a very expressive instrument used, and in this genre, I think maybe not in the harder edge melodic rock, but definitely the softer stuff like Toto, and there's often sax, I would say. So we felt like that we wanted to have sax on a few tracks, or at least one solo. But it could have been a guitar lead as well. But I happen to know a guy who's really good, because that's also the thing. Playing a saxophone it really requires the right player.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All instruments do, of course, but it's a little bit special, I think.
Did you not fancy a go yourself?
No, definitely. I can't make it. I can't make a sound in a sax. It's hard.
All right, man. So, can you tell us then what is your favorite track on the album today and why?
My favorite track?
Yeah, on the album today.
Yeah, I would say, well, Slave to the Rhythm is one of my favorites, and I would say also the closing track, Where Did We Lose Love, have since the early demos been one of my favorites. It has a certain feel about it, which when I heard the first demo, I thought, oh, a little bit Magnum, and I like that style. So I hold that one dearly.
What I love about you guys, I mean, Sweden has a fantastic pedigree for metal and rock bands. What I love about you guys, though, is you're taking me back to my youth. I was brought up in the 80s. That's why I got it.
Yeah, we want to keep it. We wanted to keep this very traditional sounding record. That was when we first started this. Our ambition was to create something with this traditional sound.
Yeah.
So there's no. We don't want to push this into a modern sound. We want to do how it was done, because that's the sound that I love, that Eric loves. So uh, we really went down to the finest details in the recording and the mixing to achieve that sound, and it's quite hard
It's
because it
it's
comes down to small details.
it's proper music, mate. Proper rock music, in my opinion.
Like
It's so good to see bands like yourself producing hard rock music, thrash metal music coming back, all the proper music coming back. It's so good to see that when there's so much false music around these days. It must
yeah,
make
yeah,
you
of
feel
course,
good inside, yeah?
yeah, yeah, of course, of course. I mean, the the melodic rock community and all these old school genres, they're still very much alive in the
Yeah,
underground scene. I mean, I don't believe it's going to be any, some bands might push it and become a little bit more mainstream, but then they have to do the certain choices to become. But there there is a very nice underground scene for all this music, and I think it's perfect.
absolutely. So did you guys have a release party then?
Now we had a yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, my voice is still a little croaky.
And you got a hangover?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was nice to meet friends and well-known faces and
Awesome.
have a
Um,
chat around the album.
I mean, like Sweden's, as I was saying to someone else the other day, I've been doing this a long time, and I think the majority of bands I've interviewed over the years have been Swedish metal and hard rock bands. Where does the inspiration come from? And is it hard for you to be able to get your head above the parapet with so many bands out there?
From Sweden, yeah. I don't. I've been thinking about this too. Why there are so much music output from Sweden? Of course, there's a tradition. Of course, it's like a snowball effect, I guess. Uh, but uh, young kids in Sweden also get good support from I mean from the basically from the government. We can afford rehearsal studios and stuff. So it's fairly easy to uh, to start a band and actually be able to have a rehearsal, and I think that's important. Uh, because that's where you start music when you're young. Uh, s- so we got a lot of bands going, and of course there's a tradition of successful bands in the past, I guess.
Yeah,
Also, so and a snowball effect, and now everyone knows the Scandinavian rock scene. It's like a brand of its own, I guess.
it is.
Sometimes, yeah.
It's amazing, man. Absolutely. All right. So then, if you could jump into a time machine back to the 80s, which band would you be a member of?
Oh, okay. Now we can. I either will go with the music. You know, you can go with what music you love the most, or maybe what will make you most profit here. No, but I would probably say one of my favorite groups is Foreigner.
Really?
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, and that would be a nice music to perform. I think I would love that. So
Okay.
that's yeah, one of the I can mention I don't know, so many, but if I had to go with one.
So do you sort of like wish you'd been a band back in the 80s, back in the time when,
No, I'm totally happy with the with the underground scene we got today. I think it's very special.
yeah,
And what we got today is that we have the whole catalog of music
yeah,
from back then. We can get to listen to and benchmark our music against this kind of music, and we can try to we got so much inspiration
Absolutely. So what about, I mean, we're coming to the end of the year. Are there plans for tours and festivals into next year?
We're looking into next year at the moment, and there are a few. There will be a few gigs. We have nothing that is official yet, but we will get out there and perform on a few gigs at least.
As a band,
Because
then,
really think this as a band you need to play live.
absolutely.
Rock music is supposed to be heard live and to have a live feel for a live arrangement with the songs.
I can imagine you guys are amazing live. I mean,
We had our first rehearsal yesterday also
right,
because I live in Gothenburg and the other guys live in one more closer to Stockholm on the East Coast.
right.
So because we don't get together that often. So we had our first rehearsal yesterday when we before heading to our release party, and it felt really good. I mean, these are really good players, and this is going to sound really nice, I think.
Brilliant. Are there plans to release a Christmas single?
No plans
All right.
at the
So,
moment.
if you could go out on tour with two bands, Swedish band though,
Yeah.
which two bands would you go out on tour with?
Well, in this genre right now, I think Nestor is big here, and also I think Night Flight Orchestra. Uh, also Eclipse and Heat are big names.
Mm-hmm.
But I would go with I think Nestor or Night Flight or something like that would probably suit our style, which is a little bit on this album at least a little bit more on the softer side. I think that could suit as a package.
So, what about plans for the future? I mean, you've just released this album. Are there plans to sort of go down the Europe road and
Yeah,
like
of course.
release harder albums?
In as this group,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I think now this album and these songs that we have, they were demoed. There were songs that Eric had, which is Eric is the guitarist, and he was previously in another band, or he still is in another band, also it's called Misbehavior, and he had a couple of demos when he contacted me, and they are obviously very much in Eric's style. And then we did a lot of rewriting and rearranging the song. So it was a co-write in the end. But when we go in to write the next album, which we will start doing, we already have some fragments for songs, but we want to broaden our sound in every direction.
Yeah.
At least that's how I see it. I think the other guys are on board also, so we don't get too streamlined. I mean, the sound is going to be traditional, and there's going to be like some songs will be in this fashion, but then you can maybe push some songs a little bit on the harder edge, and you can push some songs maybe in the funk style, and so you can broaden the sound a bit. I mean, listen to any Queen record or anything from there. You have a lot of style, and I think it's amazing, and that's what we want to do here. Like no limits, really.
That's what I'm sort of thinking, because Queen are like touching on heavy metal, like in the early days, and
Yeah,
they went the funk way, and then they went hard rock, and it was like AOR.
And then there's also on some of their mid '80s output, there are some really hard rocking songs also.
Yeah,
bordering to
absolutely,
hard rock. Yeah,
absolutely.
cool.
So, do you guys plan to release any more videos from the album?
The videos are done for this album. But of course, it would be nice to have more. I mean, we are in a day an age where it feels like much music is consumed, of course, on YouTube, and it's nice to have maybe 3 or 4 videos even for an album. We might look into this for the next one, but as for now, we have the 2 videos. We have the Looks Like Rain, Slave to the Rhythm, and we have the lyric video for Where Did We Lose the Love.
I mean, it must be so hard being a band in 2024 because, like, you got to keep up, haven't you? You've got to keep up with everything. How sort of like busy are you on social media and stuff like that? Are you guys
Yeah.
constantly posting?
I mean, there's a lot of work that has nothing to do with music really.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So you have to be like yeah, as you said it, a lot of social media, and but you can also try to build a team around you with people that you can actually work with in these areas. So that's what we're trying to do. So we can focus a bit on more on the music because we can really get lost there, and then that there will be no time for music really. So we're trying to build a team around this. To get the time to do what we do best, really.
Absolutely, and it should be about the music, as you say.
Yeah.
What about the album cover? Then can you give us a little bit of ideas behind the album cover?
Well, first off, we had the title. Well, it's French, right? So it's Garder La Flamme, and that one was the song came first, and it wasn't supposed to be in French at first. It was like it was something where like hold on to the flame. It means basically, and I felt like I can't use this. I want something a little bit more special. So it ended up in this French Garder La Flamme. And then we to have a cover art to go with this. We had earlier discussed the aesthetics of Toto Fahrenheit, and we had also Pink Floyd. Which one is it? The white one, where there's 2 guys shaking hands. Wish You Were Here.
Oh yeah.
So we wanted kind of something in that aesthetic, a bit like that, and then we had then we worked with a person who made this idea. So, and yeah, and I think it was cool, So and I don't know really what else to say, but like
cool.
a mix of the flame and these aesthetics from Fahrenheit and Wish You Were Here. That was and we also had a little bit of we wanted to have a little bit of Cold War aesthetic thrown in as well. Not that we have any lyrical content that is in any way connected with this. This was just like it has a certain feel about it that 50s style. I don't know.
Okay. I know what you mean, man. All right. There's some fun questions there, right? If you were a musical instrument, what would you be?
If I were a musical instrument,
Yeah.
I would be a musical instrument. I guess I would be a saxophone because that's the closest to the human voice, I think. Very expressive.
Brilliant. That's a great answer.
But I play guitar also, so I would know my way around better if I were a guitar.
Okay, so if there was like a made up hard rock song about yourself, what would it be called?
A made up hard rock song about myself.
Yeah.
This is a tricky one. obviously silence something. I can't get anything out here. It's a hard one. It's a hard one. I don't know.
It's a hard one. There you go. That's hard rock, mate. That's
Yeah, a hard one. The hard one.
All right, coming from Sweden then. If you could do a cover of an ABBA song, which one would you choose?
An ABBA song. I like the song "Tiger."
Okay.
ABBA. From which one is it? ABBA the album, I think.
Okay. Can you now tell us why we should buy and listen to your new album?
If you think that if you really enjoy the traditional sound of hard rock and melodic rock from the, let's say, mid-80s, and you feel like this is a sound that you don't hear much anymore, then you come to the right place, definitely. And the songwriting is also very fun to listen to. You can listen to the songs themselves, and then you can also follow the you can listen to just listen to the songs, and then you can go another listen and just listen to the bass lines, because there's a lot of things happening here. So I think it's a fun record to listen to in a musical aspect.
Absolutely. It's like a feel-good record, isn't it? It's like what we need these days, without a doubt. Can you now
Yeah, it might be. Yeah.
give me 4 words to describe Daytona?
Traditional, authentic, soul, and well, rock and roll.
I knew you were going to say that. Rock and roll. Love it.
Well,
Right.
of course.
Finally, 5 questions, yeah? Either or either. Do you prefer festivals or small, intimate gigs?
Yeah, I would say festivals, but then again, if you go to a festival, you're always often connecting it with the smaller clubs as well.
Mm-hmm.
So but of course, on a smaller gig, you might have a little bit different connection to the people.
Absolutely. Listening. Do you prefer meatballs or beer?
Well, together it can be really tasty. Swedish meatballs. Hey.
Best, mate. They're the best. Okay, vinyl or digital?
I like the vinyl format very much. And I'm I don't have these golden ears for listening to, all the knowing of exactly what gear I should use to get the best sound. But I just like I like putting on a vinyl just for the sake of the format and to hold it in my hands, and it's a little bit of a ritual.
It is, yeah.
And you get more. It's like more patience also listening to music. It goes from track to track, and then you have to turn it around. And
yeah, exactly.
not just skipping tracks to get.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I love about it, man. All right, are you guys saints or sinners?
Oh, saints, of course. We're here to save rock and roll.
Okay, good answer. And the final question then is Greta Thunberg, Donald Trump, or Kermit the Frog?
Well, I don't like to get political, so I have to say Kermit.
I want to thank you so much for your time tonight, mate. Do you have any final words for your fans, our viewers, and listeners?
Well, first of all, Seb, thank you for having me here today, and I want to thank everyone for giving us this amazing feedback that we've had up till now, and I hope to see as many of you guys out there in the following years when we hit the road.
distraction. Come on and join the ride, where it's all about the passion.